Good time gaming.
What's up guys, Saxon the Good Time Gaming, and today I'm bringing you guys a build that is the greatest build ever conceived of. It's huge, it's going to do great things for you and your team. You will start winning bigly after this build, okay? It is phenomenal, it does phenomenal things. This is my Donald Trump build, a build made and inspired by the 45th President of the United States, Donald Trump. We'll start by taking a look at the skills, move into the guns, and then show off what this build can do in-game. Let's get started. We start in the mastermind tree. Donald Trump is a mastermind. He has the best plans. No one has a plan as great as Donald Trump for America, because he's going to make America great again. But he can't tell you his plans, or else the enemies of freedom will know them. We'll start by taking basic forced friendship, because Donald Trump doesn't force his friendship on anyone. Then we would go into Ace Confident, Ace Joker, and Ace Partners in Crime. Donald Trump is even greater with his supporters. They do great things, okay? They're smart people. He has the best supporters. With Joker and Partners in Crime, his supporters will be even stronger. And with Partners in Crime, Donald Trump can gain extra health and run away more quickly from all those nasty lawsuits and reporters. Last but not least, we take Basic Hostage Shaker to provide a consistent and small trickle of health regen. But remember, Donald Trump takes no prisoners. He will bomb the shit out of you. Next up in Sharpshooter, we take Basic Stable Shot, Marksman, and Aggressive Reload. These skills will provide some bonuses to sniper rifles, which Donald Trump will be using to deport all of his enemies in caskets. In Enforcer, we will be taking many skills, because Donald Trump is tough. He's going to be tough on everyone, and no one is tougher than the Enforcer, except for Donald Trump. Let's call it the DonaldForcer. This is now the DonaldForcer build, and my name's Zaxxon the Good Time Gaming. We will start off by taking Aced Underdog to provide a bonus to offense and defense, because Donald Trump was a billionaire underdog who's going to make America great again. In Tank, we ace Resilience, Bullseye. We take Basic Shock and Awe, and then we ace Iron Man to give Donald some survivability. With all these skills, Donald will be able to survive the mean things that people say about him on Saturday Night Live and the unfair media. In Ammo Specialist, we ace Scavenger to get extra ammo. Not that the Donald needs anything extra, because he beat Crooked Hillary in the election easily. We take extra lead to get extra ammo so we can shoot the shit out of ISIS. Basic Saw Massacre, and then we take fully loaded Ace to give us even more ammo. You can never have enough ammo to kill terrorists with. In Ghost, we take Basic Duck and Cover and Parkour, because the 45th has to be able to keep on the move, and from being caught in any situation where he might have to address his numerous conflicts of interest, lawsuits, and that late night angry tweeting. In Silent Killer, we take Basic Second Wind, and Basic Optical Illusion so that the enemy will shoot someone else. Not that the Donald can even be hurt or killed by mortal means. Last but not least, we ace Silent Killer to get extra damage, but remember that the Donald is never silent, even when he probably should be. Now to Fugitive, we take Ace 9 Lives and Ace Swan Song, giving the Donald greater survivability and allowing him to get up and come back stronger than ever. For our perk deck, we are taking either Armorer or Sociopath. With Armorer, the thin-skinned Donald will have armor as thick as his triple chins, so strong that bullets will simply be knocked away. With Sociopath, the Donald can kill enemies to gain health, armor, and intimidate people by destroying them with brutal efficiency. For our weapons, we are going to be taking Thanato's 50 caliber with the Piercing Patriot skin, because nothing screams Make America Great Again louder than 50 caliber bullet. If you don't have that skin, then the Beta 2 is a reasonable skin replacement. For our secondary, we have a few options. For the ultimate amount of freedom, I recommend the Pocket Patriot with HE rounds. The gun will nuke the shit out of any offenders of freedom, and you can expect to destroy any and all enemies that come your way with it. If you'd rather have something a little less patriotic, you can use the Krinkov motto with a single fire mod. This will give you something to use against those peasants and enemies of freedom. For our armor, we're going to be wearing the ICTV. With this heavy armor, Donald will be insulated against all of the haters and unfair people on Twitter. For our melee weapon, Donald Trump will be wrapping his tiny little hands around the Spear of Freedom and using it to penetrate our enemies with great force and efficiency. And last but not least, for our throwable, we will be taking Molotov cocktails. Fuck waterboarding, let's light the fuckers on fire Salem style. With this build and these weapons, you'll make your enemies disappear quicker than Hillary does her emails, or something like that. You will build a wall of nothing but pure money, bodies, and EXP with this build. It's the greatest build ever.
You're fired. They're losers. They're just losers.
I'm gonna bomb the shit out of them.
We do not need in this country low energy.
With a Thanatos 50 cal, you'll bring death faster than Donald Trump will bring jobs back to this country. Thanatos is good against all kinds of enemies, but you probably want to try and save some of those bullets for shields or dozers or things like that that are kind of higher damage dealing targets that have a lot of armor, a lot of health. If you brought the Judge with HE rounds, you can use it to blow through shields and through dozer armor and pockets of enemies that might be kind of gathering around on the map. You could also go with AP slugs on it if you thought about that. That will give you a little bit extra damage on there, have some penetration for shields, and it gives you a new way of kind of using that secondary and putting it to work. If you're going for the Krinkov, then you should be using the Krinkov just to pick up enemies in general. Most targets probably want to go ahead and kill with the Krinkov unless you see a good opportunity to use your Thanatos to get either some collateral kills or to pick off a shield or a dozer or something like that. Of course, with fully loaded Ace, you'll have plenty of ammo for your weapons, as well as being able to pick up the occasional Molotov. This is the best build ever, and it works on all difficulties, including 1 down. Try and always have 2 converts. Your converts are going to be pulling fire away from you, as well as damaging enemies. With all the skills maxed in Joker, you're going to have some pretty strong converts, both defensively and offensively. Make sure you take advantage of them, in much the same way that the Mexican government has taken advantage of America by taking our jobs. With this build, guys, you will be able to make Payday 2 great again. You will be able to bring freedom with you to every single lobby and every single heist. People might not like it at first, but once you bring them freedom, and once you show them the way of the Donald, they too will be believers, and they too will have freedom. Let me know what you guys thought of this build. I really shouldn't even call it a build, probably more like a glimpse of godhood, perhaps. That might be a better way of putting it. But let me know what you guys thought, and I will see you guys in the next video. This is actually a good time gaming. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share if you like anything you saw here today. And remember to always make Payday 2 great again.